Kim, speaking after the verdict, Trump's attorney claimed that some of that evidence she wasn't allowed to show the judge because the judge hindered their defense. Is that outside the norm for a case like this?
No, well, it's outside the norm to have two back-to-back defamation trials, one involving defamation in 2022 and one involving defamation in 2019. And in the first trial, as Aaron indicated, a jury already found that to say that she was a liar about the incident in the Bergdorf Goodman dressing room, the rape, that she was the liar was a lie. So the first jury found that he lied about that. And there's a doctrine called res judicata and claim preclusion in the law that says once a jury and you had a chance to mount a defense, that holds. That sticks for later cases that are on the same topic, because otherwise you could just redo things over and over again. So that verdict on the underlying claim of defamation, the lie, that carried over to this one. And so there was $5 million judgment and the money damages on the first one. And this is for the separate incident. And the jury just went crazy, really. I mean, I put that in not in a pejorative sense. They're essentially looking at backwards and seeing he just continues to do that. That's the punitive part, punishing him for continuing to flout the prior jury's verdict, the judicial system, and frankly, Ms. Carroll's legal rights in this moment.
And so in terms of Trump's attorney, we heard her say they plan to appeal immediately. How strong a case would that give them? And in general, what would they need to legally prove to get that appeal?
You know, it's really hard, Juju, to imagine any strong arguments on appeal here, because, again, this second trial was about the jury listening to her testimony and the evidence and deciding, well, number one, how badly was she harmed? And number two, whether he should be punished to make him stop. So these are discretionary decisions for juries, and appeals courts don't like to mess with regular humans, regular jurors and their decisions on these kinds of issues. If there's some underlying ruling that the judge made on a technical legal technicality, they might comb through the record and try to raise that. But my guess is Judge Kaplan was impeccable knowing that this is going to get that kind of scrutiny, and gave Donald Trump really allowing him to testify, for example, on damages, gave him the benefit of the doubt along the way. So I think Ms. Habba is actually speaking more to political supporters than the actual legal minds. I think this is going to stick. The big question, as we saw with the Rudy Giuliani verdict, frankly, is whether Donald Trump is going to pay up easily, or whether Ms. Carroll is going to have to initiate additional proceedings to get him to actually pay up in the verdict, assuming that verdict is upheld on appeal, which I think it will be.
Clearly, the legal drama continues. Kim Whaley, thank you.